Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk with your boy Rouvio. That's me, by the way. Today we got the shades on. As you can probably tell, the sun is out full force. Spring is in the air. I have a feeling it's going to be a hot one today, 20-ish degrees. Oh yes, short time. And today's episode is going to be about self-isolation. That's right, you heard it. I am milking this Covid-19 corona thing for all it's worth. Self-isolation is today's video, and I have a guest. Yes, even in times of self-isolation, I have a guest. This is my guest here. His name is Ted. Ted with a capital T. And he actually lives with us. He lives with my wife and myself. He's been living there for what? Really? He reckons it's over 10 years. So today's talk is going to be about self-isolation, the consequences of self-isolating, what you can do to kind of remove the stress and the humdrum of self-isolation, and things you can do to really, make the best out of it. One of the things we're allowed to do at the moment here in Germany is go for a run, go outside. So I've been doing, not necessarily running, but I've been walking. We haven't done it together yet, have we, Ted? What? He says he's not any good at running or walking. He's more of a lying down couch potato kind of guy. Kind of like me, really. But I'm trying my best. I'm getting out there. Reclaiming those streets, as it were. Yeah, so we're going to go for a nice walk later on with the wifey too. Maybe, 10 kilometers or more, like we do sometimes. Yeah, and trying to make the best out of a bad situation. How do we do that? Well, Ted, can you give him some pointers? What? Point number one he's trying to tell you. Can't you guys hear him? Maybe the mic's too quiet, I don't know. I'll just sort this out. So point number one, take care of yourself. Don't eat too much shit. Good point. Don't drink too much alcohol. Very good point. What? Alcohol, you? Yeah, he does like a little glass now and again, to be fair. No alcohol, or at least in small quantities, is probably the best way of looking at this. I've of course been following this to an exemplary level. I haven't really been drinking. No, not at all. I have not been eating any chocolate. No, because chocolate makes you fat. And look at me, I'm skinning out, man. I'm getting all skinny and stuff in self-isolation, so that's good. Ted's of course helping me. His motivational skills, his training skills, he's getting me all, psyched up, and we're really in this together. But at the same time, you've got to communicate with people, don't you, Ted? So you need to work on those side muscles there, buddy. That corner is like heavy, dude. So we have to work on our social skills at times of crisis. It's not that hard, to be honest, is it, Ted? We try our best to communicate with friends and family. Where do your folks live? Yeah, he's got family living in the USA. I think it's North Seattle area? Oh, Portland. Oh, Oregon. So he's got family living in Oregon, and we try and do a Teams call on a regular basis. Facebook Messenger call. So we try and do that on a regular. I sync out with friends now and again. Actually, funnily enough, because I DJ, shut up. He's just saying I'm shit, but I think I'm a good DJ. But we'll see about it. Let you lot judge that. Anyhow, before we continue this, before I start rambling on about me DJing, please click the subscription button wherever it is. Hit that bell notification and like this video. Oh yes, please do. I need to get my followers up, man. I'm on 56 or 57. I would like to reach 100, in the next couple of months. So there'll be some good content coming. Hopefully Ted's interview is going to be of value to you guys out there. So yeah, please keep liking, subscribing, and hitting that bell. Ding dong. Anyhow, with this DJing lark, I've been following quite a few DJs, club nights, etc., because they're all in jeopardy at the moment, not earning any money, and how best to do this. And one of the record label out there, which I've been following with high interest, has got to be Defected Records. Shout out to Defected Records. And to my man Simon Dunmore, I've met him a couple of times, nice chap. Some people even say we look similar. He's a bald head and his beard, that's about where the similarity ends. And so they've been doing some live DJing, virtual DJ tour, and I've decided to do something similar. So I'm going to set up my camera, sort that out, see how that works. Maybe get you dancing, Ted, hey? With the wife. You'd like that, huh? You would, wouldn't you? Yeah. He likes my wife. I mean, who doesn't like my wife? You know, they all like my wife. They prefer my wife to me, but what can a man do? So yeah, going back to socialising, the connection to DJing is I'm going to do a live feed. I will tell everybody at some point. I might do it on YouTube, I might do it on Facebook. I haven't yet decided because I'm all new to this technology. And with the help of my man Ted here, you know, I might be able to do it next week. So watch out, look out. By the way, this is week 1 of April. I'm not actually sure exactly of the date. I've got a feeling it's the 5th today, I can't remember. To be honest, I forget dates. I've been forgetting all sorts of things. I forget what day of the week it is. And that's another good valid point about self-isolation, isn't it, Ted? It's not just about the mundane, Monday to Friday, working rubbish and a weekend and all that stuff. It's celebrating every day. Indeed, celebrate each day as if it was a Saturday. That's my outlook. Saturday, it's a Saturday. To be fair, I'm actually dealing with it quite well. I thought, you know, people have been telling me, oh, you always need people around you and you need to socialise and you need to go out. Yeah, you're right, I do need to go out. But I don't actually need to go out to bars and clubs as much as I thought I needed to. I don't need to go out and visit friends as much as I thought I needed. So, yeah, I do a lot of reading, been DJing a bit more, getting back into it. Been off the block for a couple of months now. Of course, doing work. Work's also essential and important. I've been doing a lot of research to the situation at hand. I will not delve into that. My point of view differs from other people's points of view. But I see this crisis as an opportunity for a lot of humanity. If we actually grab that opportunity, which I think a lot of us won't do. I read this report. Did you read it too? You know the one I'm talking about? Yeah. Basically, we're talking about, well, yeah, Ted, I know. People are saying that we should come out of this with extra skill set. And I'm trying to think of what my extra skill set might be. Talking shit in front of the camera? Could be a good one. We'll see. Maybe becoming a video editing guru or a better DJ. They're 2 skill sets. So there's a couple of things I could work on. You? I don't know, what could you work on? You've been self-isolating for what, 12 years now, more or less, and you haven't gone crazy. So there's hope for all of us. I mean, look at me. I'm coping with this marvellously. There isn't a problem there at all. No, I don't talk to myself. You know, I don't start, I don't know, pulling out kids' toys and going for a drive with them, you know. I'm all good, man. I'm all good. My wife's going up the wall a bit. She's a little bit, this is doing her head in. And I've spoken to some people that's doing their head in. I mean, they've got kids, so of course it's doing their head in because the kids are, I wouldn't say doing their head in, but you know, freedom is not something you associate with self-isolation if you have 3 kids or 2 kids or hell, even 1 kid. But as I'm a kid myself, my wife is in quite a good position to, you know, take care of herself and me at the same time. Well, I say I'm the cook. I'm the one doing all the cooking predominantly, and she's the one keeping the place tidy. You know, without her, I'll be living in a shithole. So respect to my wife. As the Germans would say, hat off. So I've been going shopping recently, quite often actually, every day to be fair. And I've noticed an underlying tension and aggression amongst quite a few people. If you're not wearing a mask, they'll give you funny looks. They'll insist they were first because everybody's trying to queue and not getting anybody's way. And they'll drop comments like, "You meant to keep 1 meter, 2 meters away from each other," and there's a general underlying aggro amongst certain individuals. which is, I don't think is understandable because I'm happy as Larry half the time. But I suppose from a psychological perspective, there are some people out there who aren't in the best mood, and this social distancing and isolation and all that stuff is creating them some stress. So that's why they are acting this way, supposedly, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if there's any truth about it, but it's what I'm kind of sensing. And I think that's another important point. People need to chill the fuck out. Relax a bit more, man. I hope you enjoyed this informative public announcement video about self-isolation. I'm gonna say peace, stay healthy, stay safe, blessings to all. Ted says peace and be healthy too. Look out for your neighbours, everybody. This is Rouvio saying out. And that's Ted saying out. Goodbye all.